Number 1 spot belongs to Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, the turn-based RPG that captivates with its innovative combat and surreal world. Developed by Sandfall Interactive, this game transports players to a fantastical realm where the enigmatic paintress annually paints a number on a monolith, erasing everyone of that age in a puff of smoke. As part of Expedition 33, you lead a diverse party on a desperate quest to end this curse, exploring beautifully hand-drawn landscapes filled with ancient ruins, bizarre creatures, and emotional character backstories. The combat system shines brightest, blending strategic turn-based decisions with quick-time events for parries, dodges, and powerful finishers, ensuring every battle feels dynamic and rewarding. Visuals pop with Unreal Engine 5 prowess on PS5, delivering ray-traced lighting and particle effects that make spells and attacks explode in vivid color, while the orchestral soundtrack swells with haunting melodies during key moments. Deep customization through skill trees, gear upgrades, and party synergies allows for endless builds, and side quests enrich the lore without padding playtime. At around 40 hours for the main story plus extras, it offers replayability through New Game Plus and multiple endings. PS5 features like haptic feedback enhance weapon clashes, making this a must-play for RPG fans seeking depth and spectacle in 2025's standout title. Coming in strong at number 2, Hollow Knight Silksong elevates the Metroidvania genre to breathtaking new peaks on PS5. Team Cherry's long-awaited sequel follows Hornet, the fierce warrior from the DLC, as she awakens in the vibrant kingdom of Farloom, tasked with ascending its treacherous peaks amid political intrigue and insectoid horrors. Exploration is king here, with a massive interconnected world brimming with hidden paths, secret bosses, and upgradable abilities like silk-spinning grapples and wall jumps that unlock fluid traversal. Combat remains punishingly precise, demanding mastery of patterns and reflexes, but new tools like rune charms and companion summons add layers of strategy without softening the challenge. The pixel art is more detailed and animated than ever, with parallax backgrounds and dynamic lighting that make rainy slums and sunlit citadels feel alive, complemented by Christopher Larkin's soaring soundtrack that shifts from tense percussion to epic choirs. PS5 enhancements include steady 60 FPS performance, quick resume, and DualSense vibrations for enemy impacts. Clocking over 50 hours for completionists, Silksong rewards patience with unforgettable highs, cementing its place as 2025's premier indie triumph for fans of tight platforming and lore-rich discovery. Third place goes to Split Fiction, Hazelight Studios' co-op masterpiece that bends reality in hilarious and heartfelt ways. You control 2 writers, Mio and Zoe, trapped in the malfunctioning machine that splits their stories between sci-fi dystopia and fantasy realms, forcing teamwork to rewrite their fates and escape. Gameplay alternates split-screen perspectives, with puzzles requiring synchronized actions, like one character hacking doors while the other casts spells, evolving into chaotic combat set pieces blending guns, magic, and environmental hazards. Joseph Ferris's signature humor shines through absurd dialogue, celebrity cameos, and meta fourth wall breaks, balanced by touching themes of friendship and creativity. Environments transition seamlessly via portals, showcasing destructible arenas and gravity-shifting levels that keep sessions fresh. On PS5, buttery 4K 60 FPS visuals with ray tracing make neon cyberpunk cities and lush enchanted forests pop, while adaptive triggers simulate weapon recoil and haptic rumbles convey magical surges. The 12 to 15-hour campaign packs emotional highs without filler, bolstered by robust local and online co-op. As the pinnacle of couch gaming in 2025, Split Fiction proves collaboration creates unforgettable adventures. Securing 4th, Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector expands its dice-rolling narrative RPG into a vast sci-fi saga of survival and agency. You play a sleeper android fleeing corporate overlords across the Starward Belt, managing a customizable ship crew while stabilizing your degrading condition through resource dice rolls and class choices like Hacker or Brute. Choices ripple across procedurally influenced stories, recruiting quirky allies for branching quests involving smuggling, espionage, and moral dilemmas in gritty space stations teeming of factions. The digital book aesthetic evolves with voice dialogue, animated portraits, and a revamped drive system for momentum in skill checks, adding tension to every turn. PS5 delivers crisp UI scaling, ambient sound design with humming engines and distant alarms, and subtle controller feedback for dice tension. At 20 to 30 hours per playthrough, multiple sleeper origins and endings encourage replays, deepening themes of identity and freedom. Jump Over the Age crafts a poignant sequel that's more accessible yet profoundly replayable, making it 2025's top pick for thoughtful storytelling enthusiasts. Number 5 delivers Dispatch, Ad Hoc Studios' episodic superhero simulator that satirizes corporate drudgery with sharp wit. As Robert Robertson, a low-level dispatcher in a crumbling hero agency, you juggle calls, manage flawed capes, and uncover conspiracies across 8 bite-sized episodes released weekly. Quick-time puzzles dictate mission outcomes, like timing extractions or defusing bombs, while dialogue trees shape alliances and betrayals in a world of washed-up vigilantes and megalomaniac villains. Animation rivals high-end TV, with expressive faces and fluid fights, paired with a pulsing electronic score that amps bureaucratic absurdity. PS5's SSD ensures snappy episode loads, DualSense enhances radio static and gadget haptics, and 4K visuals highlight gritty urban decay. Each 45-minute chapter builds to a finale packed with twists, offering 6 to 8 hours total but immense replay for alternate paths. Though puzzles can frustrate, its clever writing and voice acting make Dispatch a fresh 2025 take on narrative adventures, perfect for fans of interactive dramas. 6 on the list, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach pushes Kojima Productions' delivery sim to psychedelic extremes across surreal tar-soaked shores. Sam Porter Bridges returns with daughter Louise, connecting isolated outposts while battling chimeric BTs, robotic foes, and existential threats in a post-apocalyptic tapestry blending beaches, ruins, and otherworldly voids. Traversal evolves with hoverboards, mechs, and social strand systems for shared structures, while combat mixes stealth, guns, and absurd melee like guitar wax. The narrative delves into life, death, and celebrity cameos with Norman Reedus' stellar performance, unfolding over 40 hours of optional side deliveries. PS5 Pro shines with 60 FPS ray-traced reflections on oily waves, haptic sand shifts, and 3D audio for distant howls. Though repetitive at times, expanded tools and vehicular combat make it more fun than its predecessor. Soundtrack featuring Woodkid and Low Roar elevates moody treks. As 2025's boldest open-world experiment, it rewards patient explorers with profound connections. 7th place hunts down Monster Hunter Wilds, Capcom's action RPG that refines monster slaying to exhilarating new frontiers. Set in the Forbidden Lands, you craft a hunter avatar tackling colossal beasts and dynamic biomes that shift with weather, from sandstorms to lightning storms affecting tactics. 14 weapon classes offer deep combos, with focus mode for weak point strikes and new wound system for mounting attacks. Multiplayer supports 4-player co-op seamlessly, while solo play uses AI followers. The 20-hour story introduces rival hunters and ecosystem mysteries, unlocking endgame challenges. PS5 delivers buttery 60 FPS in performance mode, stunning dynamic foliage, and DualSense for claw impacts and roars. Post-launch updates add seasonal events without paywalls. Though streamlined for newcomers, veterans revel in perfect balance of prep and execution. With hundreds of hours potential, Wilds is 2025's co-op king for adrenaline junkies. 8th spot flows gracefully to Sword of the Sea, Giant Squid's meditative skateboarding journey through painterly realms. You glide as a mysterious Ronin on a giant blade, chaining tricks across sun-drenched deserts, misty mountains, and neon waves in a wordless tale of loss and renewal. Physics-based movement feels buttery, rewarding rail grinds, flips, and air combos with momentum preservation for endless flow states. Collect spirit shards to unlock biomes, each evoking Abzu's wonder with particle-heavy vistas and whale companions. Short at 3 hours, it prioritizes Zen replayability. PS5's 4K 60 FPS with HDR makes colors burst, haptics simulate board vibrations, and adaptive triggers mimic speed bursts. Soundscape of wind whooshes and ethereal chimes immerses fully. As 2025's artistic breather, it masterfully blends SSX thrill with mindfulness, ideal for short, sublime sessions. Ninth in line stands Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Moorhorse Studios' gritty medieval epic that immerses like no other RPG. Henry of Skalitz evolves into a knight in training amid Bohemian wars, blending first-person combat, alchemy, and social simulation in a historically accurate 1403 world. Melee overhauls with directional attacks, perfect blocks, and combo finishers feel weighty and skill-based, while archery and horseback charges add variety. Open-world Kuttenberg bustles with 500-plus NPCs, dynamic quests, and consequences from reputation to thievery. At 60-plus hours, emergent stories abound via factions and romances. PS5 enhancements include faster loads, ray-traced shadows, and immersive audio for clanging swords. Though demanding, perks ease progression. Stellar voice acting and check authenticity elevate it. 2025's realism benchmark for history buffs. 10th Adventure whips into view with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Machine Games' first-person tribute to the iconic archaeologist. Indy hunts a Nazi map to Sukhothai in 1937, globe-trotting from Marshall College to Egyptian tombs and Vatican crypts via puzzle-filled levels. Stealth takedowns, improvised brawls, and whip mechanics shine, with notebook clues for environmental riddles and revolver shootouts. Ray-traced lighting bathes sets in golden hues, PS5 Pro boosting fidelity. 15-hour campaign packs set pieces like truck chases and boulder dodges, plus adventure mode for replay. Troy Baker nails Indy's charm amid witty banter, though linear levels vary brilliantly. 2025's cinematic thrill ride for action-adventure lovers. 11 slices sharply as Shinobi Art of Vengeance, Lizard Cube's 2D platformer reboot pulsing with ninja flair. Joe Musashi seeks revenge in feudal Japan, dashing through dojos and forests with buttery swordplay, shurikens, and ninjutsu like shadow clones. Parries and aerial raves chain into balletic combos, boss fights demanding pattern mastery. Hand-drawn art evokes watercolor scrolls with fluid animations and gore effects. Soundtrack fuses shamisen and techno beats. PS5 runs at 120 FPS option, haptics for slashes. 8 to 10 hours with secrets galore. Tight controls and stylish kills make it 2025's retro revival gem. Rounding out 12th, Ghost of Yotei goes through feudal Hokkaido in Sucker Punch's samurai stealth sequel. Abutsu, a female ronin, avenges her clan's massacre across snowy peaks and hot springs, mastering katana stances, bow sniping, and ghost tools like kusarigama. Expansive map rewards exploration with haikus, fox dens, and dynamic weather impacting patrols. Combat flows with parry windows and heat maps for alerts. Stunning PS5 visuals with windswept fur and aurora skies, plus haptic snow crunch. 40-hour story weaves revenge and folklore. Polished evolution earns its spot in 2025's Action Elite.